Okay. Kim, I text you about the stage. I'm here. There's people in general chat. Uh, because it's saying at the top, I had to hit start stage. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get it fixed to the top for the people who don't do Discord that much and you know, are probably looking around. So I'm trying to. Don't know if I can do anything, but give us one more sec, guys. I'm here. I'm fixing my speaker so I can hear you, and then ready when you are. And what? Damn what?
Hey y'all.
What's wrong?
Lisa, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Text me if you can hear
Okay.
me.
I can hear you now.
What? I had to fix my audio. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Sorry, I don't know why I literally was like talking to them, as you could probably see in the bubble. Oh well. Sorry.
No, you're good. They said they could hear you anyway, so it was probably just me, to be honest.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was just telling them like I went over to General too and told them where we were in case they wanted to come over, in case anybody was confused. So that might have been where my mic got left or something. Because I popped in and then left real quick to come back. So trying to help. I'm trying to help you because I know you put a lot of work into this. So trying to do what I can here.
See what Portia was saying in the other No,
No, I missed it. No, I missed it. What? Do you want to you want to just text me privately, please? Because I didn't see it.
I'm sure. I'll wait till she comes up here. I wanna. Portia, I am summoning you to the stage if you see this.
But what was said?
I don't even know. I'm not in there. It was just sent to me.
Okay, well,
That's why I'm waiting for Portia. She can tell you what it said. She wrote it. You guys, if you're coming, thing, you have to like accept on your end.
Hi everyone. Morning. So Lisa, I saw on TikTok you were begging again, and I heard a phone call with some lady. She posted on TikTok, you need $20 for a cig and a hoagie. I thought you weren't gonna beg anymore.
How is it in your business?
It is my business. She's alive and she's scamming people out of
Are
money.
you paying for it?
No, but you have to be paying for it either. They shouldn't pay for it either. And who are you?
Concerns you.
Her puppy dog.
It really doesn't concern you. It really doesn't. You just want to be up in everyone else's fucking business, like you're someone.
Yeah, it really doesn't. There's a reason why, I asked. I don't care what they believe I wanted or needed it for. That's irrelevant to my point. My point is I gave my information to 3 people. One I knew would not give it out. I've talked to many, many times. And the fact that something private was, screenshotted or recorded and blasted publicly should be not okay, period. I don't care who I am. And it's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? To, harass people and that aren't signing up for it and put my safety and me at risk and think it's a fucking game and a joke. I just don't think that that's okay. And I wish more people would call the bullshit out, to be honest. So.
It's just crazy that I can understand if they're sending you money, then they want to complain about it. They want to come up here and say, "Hey, I sent you this much money," like blah blah blah. But if you have never helped her before ever in your life, all you do is sit up here on stage or not on stage, just like in chat, running your fucking gums. Yes, I said gums. And then I don't know. You just act like you're somebody who can even have the slightest amount of
Yeah, the ones that have never helped, thought about helping, or tried to help in any way, not even monetarily, actually have hurt my situation way more with the things they do, are the loudest. You know what I mean? It's honestly I never, maybe one time have seen somebody that actually sent money once or twice. It's always the people who, don't send shit, don't help in any way, and have made my life harder along the way or still are.
I really want the people that have sent you money to come up here and say something, say how they feel. Then I dead ass would respect it.
Yeah, I try to listen. Even that lady the other day that said she sent to the fucking Chaz 700 or whatever. I don't remember who she is. Can't pinpoint who she is. But I was trying to be respectful. And even when the other guest tried, saying something to her, I was like, well, hold on. I don't remember who she is, but because I don't ever want to disrespect somebody that tried to help, even if they hate me now. I just don't want to. You know what I mean? Because that's not cool.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
I sent you money before. I just want to make sure you're okay. I haven't
Yeah,
seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've seen your pic, honey. I know who you are. Yes. I'm okay. I actually am, doing better. I appreciate you asking, caring.
I got worried. I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask if you're okay.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. But yeah, no, yeah, you definitely have a few times, nothing crazy. So they don't attack you. You just, hey, you need smokes, here's $5 or whatever on PP or what. But yeah, no, I know exactly who you are because I remember your pic. And I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm okay, Could be better, but okay. How are
All right,
you?
I just want to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good. But yeah,
I was just generally worried about you because I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I get a couple of those emails just because I guess I haven't been on TikTok. People just see, oh, she hasn't really been on in whatever 8 days. You know what I mean? So I get some of that, and I try to answer them. But I do
No hate
appreciate.
here, I promise you. There's no hate from me whatsoever.
No, I know, babe. I do. I know exactly who you are. You've been around a long time.
I'm sure I'm probably gonna get attacked, but I
You
just wanted to make
will.
sure you're okay.
You
For that,
will.
I apologize in advance
Me
for how
too.
close they are to people that support Lisa, because it's just really pathetic that they're so miserable with their own lives. They just have to sit online and bully all day. That's really what they do. They're
And I
so
remember, I remember the kind people. Like I do. I say that. I remember. Like you know what I mean. Even if you don't send me money or $5 once or there, but you check on me. I remember who you guys are 9 times out of 10. I really fucking do. So just saying. Yes, I know who you are, babe.
I'm glad you're okay. Glad I was able to talk to you.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, honey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here. Could be better, but
I
I'm all right.
listen. I know there's a lot of hate out there, and I know you've been getting a lot of slack. I know you've made mistakes in your life. We've all made mistakes, and at the end of the day, it's none of our business to continuously put you down, shove you to the ground. That's wrong.
amen. Mic drop.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear me?
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, hell yeah. Like,
You
about
know,
everything.
you know what? Listen, I was an addict for 25 years, a hard addict. I had 2 children at the time. I had my husband. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of you, Lisa, and I'm just like getting so emotional.
No,
But,
and I hear you, babe. I hear you.
but you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to stand behind you because I think you are a great person. I think you are a misunderstood person. But you know what? You are also a human being that deserves respect. And you don't need to be treated like this. Like I've followed you for a couple of years, and you know what? I can't sit on the sidelines and just, I've told people in chat, be nice. Like are we back in grade school? But I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart that I love you. I am praying for you, and I've got your back.
No, I appreciate that. I really do. I advise against it
Yeah,
because I don't want anybody getting bullied. I know how that feels.
yeah.
I do appreciate it when I see it. I do. Um,
Because you know what? I knew like when I was going through my addiction, and I was like, you know, you feel so misunderstood, and right away people label you as a bad person because we are addicts. But
yeah.
they don't know what we went through in our life to bring us to that situation. So
Well,
really, they have they can't
I was
speak.
I was saying in chat for those that weren't in there, that want to chime in. I said, "What have I done other than lying about money and where it goes
Yeah.
that I deserve everything that they do to me?"
No, that's not right. And you know what? I'm so surprised that there's not, you know, like I understand, like I guess I'm just reaching out because, I get it. I've been where you are, and I understand. You know what? Some days, at the end of the day, you may get more hate than love, but you know what? Let's concentrate on the love that you do get.
Yeah, and I deserve hate, and I'm not trying to say I don't,
Hmm.
but the things that cross the line, nobody calls out because
Yeah.
they're afraid because they bully those people. And two, you know, there's certain people that just think this is funny, and it's not funny. And
No.
yeah.
And that's the thing. They think it's funny to the point where it's not funny anymore. You know, if these
Hmm.
people that are constantly putting you down and you know, painting you as like this horrible person, this horrible mother, and if they can go to bed and lay their head on a pillow knowing that they felt good about what they said about you, that's just wrong. And
Hmm.
they have something lacking in their life that they have to constantly pick on the people that are down, that are begging. You know, I
Well,
know it's
I got a
crazy.
couple people. I got a couple people that I've been letting live. We'll just put it like that, like letting them breathe. And
Mhm.
that's over now. I Yeah. When I put my mind to something, I get it done, no matter good or bad. And my attention is there, and I
Yeah,
am pissed.
I know. But you know what? I see you sometimes and you know, I look at you and I think, "Wow, she looks so great today." You know, and
Mhm.
you know, to me that's like, "Okay, you know what? She's having an okay day." That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You
Um.
know? But I just want you to know, and I don't care if I get, you know, slack or hate on TikTok, care. They don't they at the end of the day, they don't pay my bills. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, not even directed at you, because I've heard
Mhm.
this 1,000 times. People come up and say that, and
Yeah, I
then
know, hon.
when you don't care about the hate and the messages, then you get doxxed. Then they start pulling out your job, your kid's
Oh, yeah.
school.
Yeah, like,
Um,
who does that? Like,
they
that's
do, and
and you know
nobody
what?
calls it out. They do, and
And
nobody calls it out.
and that's why I was so afraid to come up and speak up because I know people on TikTok can be ruthless. Yes, they mess with your family, they mess with your work, they mess with anything that you are associated with just to
Mm.
bring you down so they can feel better. But you know what, Lisa? You know, whether you believe me or not, I'm speaking from my heart. You can message me. I'm always on your lives, you know. So listen, I have your truly have your back. And
No,
I know it may be hard to believe people because a lot of people, you know, talk out of their ass, you know, but I'm telling
hmm
you from someone who has been where you are, you know what? Keep going, girl. You know, every day is a step closer to your goal, honestly.
yeah. And if you want to email me, if
Where do I
you
find your email?
Lisa Harvey at gmail.com.
Lisa Carvey. Okay. Yeah, I was getting worried because I haven't seen you on TikTok. And then when I heard sorry, the other lady that you were talking with, that you were gonna go live. I'm like, you know what? I gotta talk to her.
No, that's fine. And people should be able to speak to me, good or bad, and not worry about getting, harassed and, you know,
Yeah. You know, yeah, of course, you know, like bullying sucks. Like I was bullied my whole life and I'm like how do people like why do people get off on that? Like what
well,
purpose does it serve them?
they're I'm gonna be honest, they're losers. They're fucking losers. Okay. I'm a loser. They sit there and say, I'm a drug addict. I don't deserve to live. Okay, well, guess what? You wake up thinking about me. You're either on my live, on the Reddit, on the Discord, or making your little hate page off me. Okay, videos.
Yeah.
So if I'm
Yeah,
a loser, then what the fuck are you?
exactly. Yep, I understand. Yep, and you know what? People, that's all they do is they like to create drama, go on people's pages, you know, mass report you. It's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's bullshit. And
Well,
I think you know what? Despite what you're going through in your life, you deserve to be respected and you deserve to be treated like a human.
well, I seen the other night that people on here do not care about my safety whatsoever. And I'm pissed. I really am pissed, man. And I got a couple people that I have an issue with now that I didn't have one. I don't know if you even seen what happened or anybody else did, but I went live. I
Mhm.
needed smokes. I had been up at the store for about an hour.
Mhm.
All right. I was upset. I didn't want to give, the cash out publicly. Right. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't.
Mhm.
I got a message while I was on live, and then I think two more people reached out, two or three. And that was it. And one person I knew, they sent $10, and the
Mhm.
other ones were all the same lady making fake numbers, recording the phone call, put it out publicly, and yeah.
I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I mean, I just really wish, TikTok is supposed to be a fun app, like not constantly putting somebody down. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, the
I,
thing is, they're posting it everywhere saying that it's my new drug dealer, which it isn't, but
mhm.
if it was,
It's also me. They think
what?
it's too. They think that Cash App is me too.
See, that's, I don't know. I just think
I didn't see it.
here's the thing. You know what? Everybody has the right to go on the app, speak their mind, but here's the thing. You don't do it at the expense of somebody's well-being and mental health. You don't do that. No matter how much you dislike them, no matter how much you're frustrated because somebody donated money to you and then people I've seen people get mad at the ones that send you money. And I'm listening and watching this and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Can I speak?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the reason why people get mad at people sending Lisa money is because they know what the money is going to, which is drugs. Now, it's
Yes.
not going to whatever Lisa is telling them. And
Yeah.
that's why people get mad. And people don't know when they come across Lisa, they don't know what it's going to.
And
They
Lisa
don't know that
Messenger
it's actually going to crack. They don't know that.
had
So
Yeah.
don't get mad when people are saying, oh my God, why are they messaging her? Because they don't know.
Yeah.
Table, thank you.
Yeah. I
I
understand.
want to know if she's ever sent money to Lisa before. Which I don't even want to let her talk because she doesn't shut the fuck up. But I guarantee you it's a no.
Who?
This girl.
What?
I bet she's never sent you money before. I want her to
We,
answer the question.
we,
Why would I have to send her money because if I know it's going to
Okay,
crack?
then it's none of your fucking business.
Yeah, it is my business.
I mean, and I can understand her point of view when that was going on and when I was saying shit publicly, right? My own fault, all of it. But
Sure.
if I wanted it public, I would have said it on the live stream.
Of course.
Period.
And you know what? I know as I was an addict, I would lie. I would, I would just do horrible things. And just so I could, get money, just so I could get money. I mean, I would lie to my husband and my children. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Then that's when I knew that it was time to get the help. But I just
Yeah.
wanted to,
You
I
say
wanted
things
to,
that's going to get you, whatever you need, even if that's
yes.
not in your character, unfortunately.
But
Um,
I learned that when I went to I guess rehab, I learned that I had trauma from when I was little to up until my 30s when it exploded. And then that was the reason why I was using. So, it's I understand why people are mad, because when you say, "Oh, you're going to get it for this or this or this," you know what I mean? But that's your business.
yeah, but they forget that I do smoke cigarettes, and I am 39. My parents don't have to take care of me, and I do need
Mhm.
money for other things. Every penny doesn't go to drugs. It never did, but it definitely doesn't now. So it's I see both sides. I do. It's just
And I
it's
guess
frustrating.
when people see you, I guess when you're under the influence, and then when you ask for money, I guess for smokes, it's like people are like, well, what the hell? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
absolutely.
I mean, I can't. And you're strong, to admit your weaknesses and your flaws. I mean, kudos to that, because most people would just continue to lie and lie and lie.
Yeah, I tried. I've admitted mostly all of my stuff. I've apologized. I know that doesn't make up for it, but I you know I feel like they treat me a lot worse than just somebody who lies and manipulated to get money. I think it goes too far a lot of the time.
Oh, it does. It certainly does.
I
And
speak.
sure.
I'm sorry, but the lies have perpetuated in such a cycle that the people that did support are now going, I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
Yeah.
We have listened and listened and listened. And the more you tell her it's okay, the more she's going to do it. Everybody needs to stop enabling her, stop sending her money, and let her get straight.
Okay, how is she affecting your life? How is Lisa affecting your life right now?
Do you think that I'm here because I want to
How
see
is
this woman
Lisa
die?
how
Do
is
you
Lisa
think I'm
here?
here because I want to see this woman
How
die?
how is she
Why would
affecting
I
your
be
life?
here to see her downfall?
How is she affecting your life? Can you answer that?
She's affecting everybody's life by
How
going
is
on
she
these apps
affecting
and begging
yours?
for money. She
How is
triggers
she
people that are in recovery.
I'm in recovery. So I have to bash somebody who is
You
not in
sound like an
recovery?
enabler. Did you go
I'm
to
an
rehab?
enabler?
Yeah,
You're
you are.
you're so insecure with your life, sweetheart. Honestly, don't you have better things to do today? Like,
Um,
shame on you.
when I'm, completely sober like this, I do see both sides. People think I don't. I do.
Mhm.
But yeah, you coming up and telling me, they do go too far sometimes isn't make or breaking anything, to
No.
be honest. But
And I'm certainly like, because I'm telling you that I've been there and I understand, that doesn't make me an enabler. That's telling you that, you know what, hey, listen, you know what, people can be cruel and people can be assholes, but you know what, I'm thinking about you.
I appreciate that. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, when I come on here, I shouldn't deserve to get any hate because I've been clean for 8 days. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the too far shit that people do and have done, that people who call it out get bullied into silence.
Yep.
And that's what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
deserve to get hate. I expect it. It's fair most of the time.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm referring to.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm not condoning the things that you have done or the
I
things that you
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
but
I don't honestly.
that doesn't make you a bad person at the end of the day. Honestly, and that doesn't give somebody the right to constantly put you down, to do nothing but, heaven forbid, heaven forbid. What happens if you were in a situation where you were using?
Hmm.
And this situation that you were using, people knew, blah blah blah, and they start their bullshit comments. What
Hmm.
happens if you unalived yourself because of the bullshit that people say? That's what gets me bad. That's what gets me mad. My son, when he was 11, lost his best friend to bullying. I
I'm
don't
sorry.
like it. It's okay. I don't
I,
like it. So, I mean, I don't give a fuck about TikTok. If people want to hate me, if I lose followers, that's okay because I know who my group is. I know who my group is. And that's all that matters to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I just wanted to see if I can talk.
Yes.
I've been waiting.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Lisa. We've talked
Hello.
before. I'm Jada.
Hi, Jada.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. What's the weather like there? Is it a nice day?
It was actually chilly when I went to Dose, and now the sun's out and it's actually hot, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
South Carolina. It's supposed to be warm today. It's supposed to be around 80, I think.
Oh, shoot.
Anyway, hi, Kim. Hope you're doing good. It's pretty cold up there in Connecticut.
Is it?
Anyway, I appreciate everything that lady had to say to you, but I just have questions.
Yes.
What's going on with the whole rehab thing? I mean, do we still have a plan in the works?
I do have a plan, and people aren't gonna like it, but I am at a standstill until Tuesday.
Well, I mean, I understand everything has to be put in order. What's going on with it? Can I ask?
Yeah, absolutely. You can. Since I've shared everything, I kind of have to share it up till the end. It would be wrong, but yeah, me and Kim called yesterday on three-way. Talked to a supervisor at the facility. They said that they still didn't have everything that they needed paperwork wise. Why? I have no. If I'm getting mad, it's not at you. It's just at the situation. But
I
why?
understand.
Why? I don't fucking know, to be honest. I feel like I'm getting dicked around a little bit, but regardless, I hung up with them. Called down, talked to my counselor. She said, "Well, I said, I need to see you in the morning. I need to sign whatever needs signed, blah, blah, blah." She said, no counselors will be in the building today, and no counselors will be there Monday because it's some kind of holiday, and I will have to do it Tuesday morning. And, I put her in touch with that supervisor me and Kim talked to. I said, I want whatever needs to get done and whatever could possibly need to get done set up so that on Tuesday I can sign whatever releases and whatever so that we can get this fucking done. Like, she needs to talk to the facility, and that needs to happen.
I mean, if this facility keeps causing these same issues, it might be wise to search out a new facility. If they can't even get the paperwork lined out, it doesn't seem like they're going to be able to help you much in any way.
I don't know who's fucking it up, if it's them or the clinic or both, or I honestly do not know where that's getting mixed up. But it's frustrating. And when I call because of my insurance, those are like the two that they send people to from our clinics. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I honestly don't even know another one that is around here or I could get to without a bunch of money. That does what they do. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, well, I've never had to do that or deal with those type of clinics, so I'm sure it's difficult to get everything lined out.
I'd have been
But
gone. Yeah, I've been gone a week and a half ago for the methadone. Honestly, I'd have been gone. They've had beds open, and I'm just waiting to get that in order. Like, that is it. That's all I'm waiting on.
Well, I'm hoping you can find a clinic that can get you off the methadone as well, because that seems to be almost another addiction at this point. And I know it's meant to help you get past your addictions, but I feel you have formed another crutch with methadone, and hopefully you can find a place that can get you off of that as well.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a crutch. And if I was a little bit older, I would have never even got on the methadone. But I wasn't sure how it all worked, or, I was 19, 20 years old. I honestly wasn't sure. And I agree. I don't think swapping one for another that is harder to get off of makes a lot of sense, to be honest. But
No, you need off all of it, because if you're born with an addictive behaviors and type of things, it's
yeah,
you really have to watch everything you do, even with alcohol or anything. If you have addiction behaviors, you're more prone to.
Please let me talk next.
I
yeah.
am going to let you go because I just wanted to know about rehab, but you all have a good day. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. hope on Tuesday I got a better answer for you. I really fucking do.
Girl, listen, you are a fucking adult. I don't
No,
understand why these people care so much. If you want to go, go. If not,
yeah,
it ain't none of their fucking business.
Oh my
yeah. And
God, amen.
if I wasn't,
You know,
if I wasn't gonna go, or if I changed my mind or anything, I really will say it. I really will. I just that is
right.
honest what's happening. And you know, maybe
If
I
they
will.
don't want to see you, they can just block you. You know what I'm saying? If that's really an issue for them, they can block you.
No,
It
yeah,
just seems like they want a reason to fucking hate on you and try to make you,
yeah.
do some unaliving type ish. And I don't fucking like that. Sorry, I'm cussing
No.
and
That's like, yeah, that's what I said. Like, that's why I got so angry with that lady earlier. I'm like, what is she doing that is affecting your day?
oh my gosh, I'm a recovering
I,
addict as well. I've been on subs for 14 years now.
I
Okay.
got off them, yeah.
Shit, it's I'm too scared at this point to even do that because my life is okay. And I feel
Yeah.
like doing that,
yeah,
you know,
that's
I'm just
that.
not ready, but
I had my 8 year clean stretch. I was like, everything's working perfect. I'm not doing anything illegal because it's completely legal. You
right.
have a prescription. So I was just like, I don't want to mess anything up.
I,
So,
I got you. I got
you know,
you.
there's
But
factors
I,
at play.
I just wanted to, it just irritates me so much that some of these people just, you can tell they're not an addict and they don't understand a lot of
Yes.
this. They
Yeah.
don't.
No, I know. You can tell the difference, with what people say and things.
What? I should start back. What's that mean?
What?
It said you should start back. Oh, is that a
Oh,
comment?
yeah, using.
Oh, no, see,
Okay, yeah, let me get right on
that's
that,
not,
honey.
that's
But
not
here's
cool.
the thing. When you're on subs or methadone, I don't give a shit what it is. Some
Yeah.
people we relapse. It's fucking part of life and it sucks. And I'm not sitting there saying, hey, do it constantly, but it just happens, man. So it is what it is. But
You
these
know
It
people
what?
are
does.
assholes.
I did rehab for 3 months. Okay?
Yeah.
3 months, and I relapsed 3 times. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you just pick yourself up and, you start fresh.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. And you do that, you got to want it and stuff and be ready for it. So,
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. You know what? No matter how much my kids cried to me to stop, no matter how much I was wrecking my family, I didn't see that because all I saw was my addiction.
yep. Amen.
You
That
know?
exactly. That's what it is. Expect yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Mhm.
It just makes me mad that the a lot, people are just idiotic sometimes and they're very rude. And I see this stuff that is said and it is fucking atrocious.
Oh my god, I mean, tell someone to unalive themselves because they're
I'm
asking for
saying
money? Are you kidding me?
it's awful, man.
I
I'm
get
sorry these people do this.
I get paragraphs in
Do
my
what you gotta do, honey. It's it's your
fuck
life. I'm
paragraphs.
here for it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I get paragraphs in my email, and I'd put them out if I thought people would actually believe it. But they go and they think that people will be like, "Oh, wow, that's too much." So they start putting out the narrative that, "Oh, I wrote it to myself. I paid somebody to do it.
God.
whatever." But I get paragraphs about how I shouldn't be here. I'm a waste of air. I should just kill myself. I mean, I'm talking paragraphs from multiple different people.
There
Just
there is, sorry, I just want to say this before I lose the thought. There
mhm.
is a woman, I don't want to say her name, but she's on TikTok and she was going through the exact same thing as you are, Lisa. And then you know what? I guess she realized it was her time to get
Mhm,
clean. And you know
mhm.
what? She's happy. She's living her life. I guess she's in a sober living, you know, and she's doing really well. But you have to do it when you are ready.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's all you can do, and you know, I just wanted to tell you that, girl. I'm sorry these people can be just assholes and whatever, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
here. If you ever need anybody to talk to or anything, just let me know.
no, I appreciate that. And same to you guys if you ever need anybody to listen or have a question or anything.
Right, right. I got you. Thank you, girl.
All right, much love.
Okay, Lisa, I'm going to hop off.
Okay.
But I want you to know, sorry, I didn't mean to ramble, but I'm thinking of you, and I'll shoot you an email.
Okay. Yes, please do. And yeah, it's okay, honey. And don't argue in the messages or comments. That's my best advice. Don't argue. It's not
No, I
worth it.
know.
They
Yeah,
won't
you know what? Yeah, because then you're giving them what they want.
You are, and they're not going to listen or change their mind. So I just, it's useless.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, you enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Bye, ladies.
Lisa.
Bye.
Hey, Lisa. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to say I am a recovering addict myself. I've been clean for 2 years. I've been on subs. I'm slowly starting to decrease my dose. But if I have to stay on subs for the rest of my life to stay clean, I will.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think that you being on methadone is the issue at all.
No.
And if you just wanting to go to rehab and talking about it is a major step for you. And all these recovering addicts in here that are bashing you are just low life because they can't say that their recovery journey was perfect. Any one of them that says that is a liar.
Is lying. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And being an addict is a very lonely, lonely place.
Yes, it is.
So tearing each other down instead of supporting each other, and I'm not saying financially,
No, not at all.
but just supporting each other, that's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to be tearing each other down, telling each other, oh, go OD and all that bullshit, you
Yeah.
know?
No,
But,
yeah.
and, during my addiction, I didn't have anybody. Mine was just strictly pain pills. I never went to the streets for drugs or anything like that. So I don't know what it's like to do crack or any of that. But
Yes.
it was a very lonely place.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have anybody. So the fact that you have Kim, I understand people aggravated because she enabled you and stuff like that. But honestly, I really wished I had a friend that I could have confided in and talked to about anything. And so I don't feel that your relationship with Kim needs to end over this. I think that the both of you could potentially end up being very good for each other.
We have a lot in common. A
Well,
lot other than just drugs. You know what I
but
mean?
that's it. And
We
it's
do.
like I said, being an addict is a very lonely place to be when
It
you
is.
lose your family and your children and nobody wants to talk to you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's when you go crazy and you start doing excessive amounts of drugs and
Yes,
end
ma'am.
up dying or
Yes,
being
ma'am.
bullied for doing drugs and being called a piece of shit.
Or
So,
you're by yourself making
exactly.
decisions on drugs. You're making decisions on drugs and you have nobody to bounce anything off of
Right.
because you can't tell the truth, the whole truth. And
Oh, I lost you.
sorry, somebody called. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, you're on drugs, using, so your mind's not correct and you have nobody to bounce any ideas off of, because you have nobody you can tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So you are an addict making decisions for
Right.
yourself, which isn't a good idea. You know what I mean? So
Right. I mean, I'm not saying, you and Kim together have done some pretty screwed up things. I'm sure
yes.
separately you've done some pretty screwed up things. I've
Hmm.
done plenty, 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 plenty. Um, but it's the fact that you are both talking rehab and calling places and bouncing ideas off of each other. I think that that's really good. And I hope that you can find peace, and whatever your rehab looks like to get clean,
Hmm.
I'm going to stand behind you 100%. 100%.
I appreciate that. I really do. And yeah, behind the scenes, people don't realize she, for whatever reason, whether she wants to get rid of me so I stop bothering her, or she cares, or a little bit of both, she's really pushing you're going. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And you're
Yep.
not changing your mind, and you're going.
Right. Now I think Kim was on Suboxone too, right? And she took the Sublocade shot.
I don't know about Suboxone. I know she said the Sublocade shot. I'm not really sure if she took. I know she told me she took methadone for a couple days, and then she didn't want to be on it. And I told her that's a good decision. But
Right.
this is
Right.
before I even knew her. But she can answer that better. But she did do the Sublocade. I know that.
Yeah. Well, Kim, whatever Kim's rehab looks like,
Mhm.
is going to be good for her. And eventually you're going to get really tired like I did. My
Yeah,
mother had,
that's where I've been. Yeah, that's what kind of
yeah,
happened.
exactly.
Yeah,
You're going to get tired. And I know you love your son, and I know you love all your girls.
absolutely.
And it's just, you're just going to do it. You're just going to do it.
Yeah.
And don't let paperwork and all that get in your way. Just, if you're clean now and you're
Mhm.
honestly clean now,
Mhm.
keep talking about it. Keep calling rehabs. Keep staying clean. Keep doing what you're doing until the day comes where you can just surrender to whatever drug it is and say, I've had enough, and
Yeah.
make a better life for yourself and your kids.
Yeah. And everybody in my life, is asking me about it. I talked to Kim, rehab,
Mm.
rehab, rehab. I go downstairs, my parents, what's going on with rehab, rehab. So everybody is also, trying to rally and push it in my real life. So
Right. Right. But remember, they can only push too far. Sometimes people push too much. And
yeah.
somebody pushes too much, it sends an addict backwards. I know it did me. I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I know that it does me. And
It
as far
can.
as, yeah, yeah. And as far as the hate on here, I don't give a shit. I don't know anybody. I don't care. Um,
Yeah.
but what I care about is the fact that at least you're trying, because I've seen you have some really, really bad days.
Yeah.
And am I
And
guilty of sending you money? Yes, I did, when you were using, I think it was like Abby's Cash App,
okay.
um, Buns Babe or something like that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Um, I didn't really know the gravity of the situation at that
And
time.
I apologize. I do apologize for anybody which there are a lot out there that have done that. And I do apologize. Like, because even people would say, I know you were using, but I wasn't sure how bad your life actually was. But and I do apologize to anybody who did that. You know what I mean? Because you'd have no way to know how bad it actually got or
Yeah.
had gotten later.
And as an addict, a recovering addict, I can say I'm recovering. I'm thinking, God, this girl, I don't want her to be sick. And
Right.
then I'm thinking, oh, but this isn't good. And, so I hadn't sent you any money since then. But I understand what you were doing.
Yeah. There's a
I,
lot out there, just like you,
y-
ma'am, behind the scenes that did the same thing that I owe a
yeah,
lot of apologies and have given a lot of apologies to.
yeah. And you know what, Lisa? You've said you were sorry. I mean, nobody is ever, these people don't matter. These people don't matter.
No,
What
yeah, I'm
matters,
mostly here for people like you that actually care and want to know what's going on and, want to know that I'm okay and things like that. That's really what I'm here for mostly.
what I learned in my group is that I wasn't going to get any better until I forgave myself. And I don't think you're able to forgive yourself right now.
No, I don't know if I ever will be able to forgive myself
It's
for,
hard, girl. I'm telling you, it's hard.
but
It's
right now I don't even see honestly that ever happening, but I'm hoping someday, somewhere down the line, that
yeah, because I think then that's more freeing and it gets rid of the pain that you've been trying to numb for so long. And that's what I was doing. I was doing the same thing,
yeah.
numbing pain, you know. But
Mhm.
anyways, I've talked long enough. I just wanted to let you know that keep going at it, girl. Don't let anybody stress you out. Just keep plugging away. And Kim, I think you're a good person.
She is.
I don't have any ill will towards you. Um, and I'm glad you're there for Lisa. Just don't give her any more money.
She's
Um,
been not.
we have
Much
to
makes
don't
me
give her any
mad.
more
No, I'm just
money.
kidding.
We want her around. But just, be her friend, listen to her, and give her some good advice. You girls
Yeah,
have a
she's
good day.
yeah. We appreciate that.
All right.
Good one. Yeah, thank you for coming up.
No problem. I don't know how to drop.
Sid or Lacey Macy. I don't know who was first. Jesse, you want to go? Oh, Lacey.
Sorry, I was reading my comments,
Oh, you're good.
which is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, no, I would
Um,
comments.
yeah, damn, you guys are vicious, like for real.
For no reason at all.
I know, and if they hate you so much, why are they here?
Literally.
Like, what are you here for? And then everybody's saying, oh, they don't have teeth, and they don't have this and that. Like, it's just so crazy.
Because they're absolutely perfect.
But
Everything
I just
in
want,
their life is so perfect. There's nothing wrong with any of them.
oh no, they've never made a mistake, never.
I'm sure they have all their fingers, all their toes, both eyes, all their fucking teeth. I'm sure they can, you know,
Yeah, anybody can be a keyboard warrior. I get it. Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
they have no disabilities at all. No sicknesses, no depression, not nothing like that. Nothing. They're perfect.
Well, I just wanted to come up here and ask Lisa how she's doing, but I also wanted to say that Kim, I think you are very pretty. I saw you on TikTok and you are very, very pretty.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. But I just wanted to see how Lisa's doing today. Well, Lisa's pretty too. Everyone's pretty, but I'm just saying. Just wanted to see how Lisa was doing today. That's all.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry. I can hear everything everybody's saying, but if I am not directly on the page with the boxes and the little circles at the bottom, it takes for some reason I got to like come back in and unmute, so that's why if I don't answer, but I can hear you. I heard you. Thank you for saying that to Kim. I try telling her that all the time. And I do appreciate that. And I'm doing okay. I mean, I could always be better, but I'm actually all right. How about you?
Well, to be honest, I feel a little weird today. I don't know if I'm actually getting sick or what's going on, but I'm not my normal self. So I hope I get better as the day goes on. But thank you for asking.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you do. I felt crappy yesterday. I'm not really sure. Why? I woke up with a headache and kind of was like, yesterday all day. Caught up on sleep and just kind of, you know,
Yeah,
chilled
that's
yesterday,
crazy
to
that
be
you said
honest.
that about the headache because I had a headache yesterday and I don't get headaches.
A lot of people said they did yesterday, to be honest. That's weird.
Yeah,
I definitely had one.
Yeah, I had one yesterday. It was awful. I had to turn off all the lights in my house and it was awful.
Well, I kept, and I haven't done this in months, but I kept just when I got up and took to a leave, laid back down, was watching YouTube, and I just kept falling asleep, and then I'd wake up, and then I'd, fall back asleep a couple hours later. Like it was, I don't even think Kim believes me that that's what I was doing, but I definitely did. And then I went to bed at midnight for the whole night again. So doing that all day, like I guess I needed to catch up on sleep,
I was just gonna say that. Sounds like you just needed the rest.
Yeah. No, I definitely probably did.
You gotta take care of yourself, that's for sure.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yes,
that's all I
ma'am.
wanted. Just to come up here and see how you guys were doing. That's all. It's hard to get up here and ask a question that someone hasn't already asked you like a
I
million times.
I hear you. I do hear you on that one.
All right, so I just want to see how you guys are doing, and that's it.
Well,
Kim,
we
you
appreciate you and thank you for coming up. For real.
You're welcome. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me.
thank you. Thank
You
you.
guys have a good day, okay?
You too, babe. Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kim. I just wanted to come on and say, I have sent Lisa money in the past. It's been a while. It was before I knew how bad her addiction was. I do
Yes, ma'am.
text Lisa a lot daily, just prayers and those kind of things. But I just have a question for
Oh,
Kim.
hey, I know who you are now. Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
Because you've helped Lisa in the past and like you're saying all this, like I would never like honestly be like, shut the fuck up, your opinion doesn't matter. Just wanted to throw that out there.
okay. Well, just a question. I know when people are coming up and they're saying like, "Hey, why aren't you in rehab and why this and why that?" And you guys are saying it's none of our business. But if it's not our business, like, why are we here? You know what I mean? Like, why are you guys putting it out on TikTok and Discord and those sort of things?
Good question, Kim.
I feel like we're not coming up here just to purposely talk about whatever you guys want to hear or want to know about. We
No.
are able to talk about any type of topic that we want. Doesn't mean that we're obligated to update you guys or obligated to tell you anything that's going on. The shit we share, we willingly want to share it. But that doesn't mean
Yes.
we have to share everything.
Everything, right.
And I understand that. I completely get that. It's just I think we are all here because we want to know the updates on
Right.
I'm sorry, Lisa going to rehab and if she's
Mhm.
doing okay. But I feel like sometimes when people ask questions, you guys just get super defensive about it.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I can speak for myself. Um I try to like update, as much as I can, because I can't text everybody that texts, or emails and wants an update. But I never said it was in anybody's business, but I do feel, like that. And I do tell Kim, I'm like, we're not obligated to share every little thing that happens. But I do try to update you guys because that's only fair, not to leave on a cliffhanger. And I had a point, I don't remember what it was. Sorry, there was a point to that.
That's okay. That's all I wanted. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm still praying for you daily, Lisa. You've got this.
I remember. I personally, like I still don't know about Kim, but I personally, I can tell by somebody's like tone and shit, like if they're genuinely asking or if they're just being an asshole. Let's put it like that, So if I do
Right.
kind of get a little, that's usually what it is. You know what I mean? Or I seen something else somewhere else that like I just don't that person. You get what I'm saying? It's just individual person. If that
Yeah,
makes
we're
sense.
all human. We all get emotional. That's understandable.
Yeah, I try. I promise I really try to keep it,
Okay. Well, that's all I wanted. You ladies
Okay.
have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Jess. I'll talk to you
You'll
later.
probably have to drop me down because I don't know how.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Sid?
I mean, Kim, did I explain that right? About like, is even I tell you on the phone privately, like their tone and shit. Did I explain that correctly?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like Sid's been sitting up here for a while and waiting for a while. They have a right to go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just,
Maybe they have the little yellow moon, so maybe they're just not near the
a
Discord.
yellow moon. I don't
I
see a yellow.
Yellow moon means anyways, but
I just see this microphone with the line through.
I wonder if I invite random ass people to come up, if they would come up.
I
Because
don't know.
there's so many people in the
Try.
like.
I'm down.
I feel like there's so many people that want to come up, but just like are nervous. But
I can't blame them. You know, it's kind of. I don't think I'd have the balls to come up if it were on the other foot, to be honest. I'm not being sarcastic. I don't think I would come up.
well, I mean,
Okay.
if no one comes up, I'm gonna ask you questions
Okay.
from like the question thread, but it's gonna take me a while to scroll up to actually.
Yeah, and I think they're like afraid of being banned or too, because I said nobody's gonna get banned. And if you kick them down or something, we're not banning them, right?
Yeah, no, I just disconnect them.
Okay. I'm just asking so that everybody knows, you know, that you're not gonna get thrown out of the server.
I did time out one person because, like, if you come up here and then you just want to constantly keep requesting to come up just to say something rude or the same shit, I'm gonna give you a little timeout.
A little timeout. That's funny.
Gotta go to the corner of the room.
Oh shit.
You've been
I've been I've had the mod privileges for what, like 8 days or something, and I've only banned I think 2 people and timed out maybe 5, and that's it. Because yeah, that's it. So it has to be like something over the top for me to do that.
There's one question that says, "What do you plan to do after rehab?"
Look for a house or housing, right? Figure out what I'm doing with that is my main thing. And also, you know, going in, my main goal will be, you know, getting things done while I'm there or getting help after I'm there to, you know, with, who, getting things in order for that. That's, whenever you go in and they say, well, what do you want to accomplish? That's going to be my main thing I throw out is housing and, the list of things that need to get done and
That's
say,
yeah.
yeah, I already said I'm going to try to print out the email that I got that has the list, right? And
Yeah.
put it in my suitcase, my little bag here, and take it with me and just be like, since I won't have a phone to pull it up while I'm there, And
Yeah.
just, this is what needs to get done. Anything you can help me with on this list while I'm here, I'd really appreciate it. Just kind of go from there,
Well, I have an Angel Chick 77. She
Mhm.
asked, like, what did you want to be growing up?
I wanted to be a teacher or a nurse, always growing up. And I always wanted to be a teacher or a nurse. Those are the 2 things I wanted to be growing up. I really thought I'd be a teacher, to be honest. I really wanted to do that.
What kind of teacher? I've always wanted to be a teacher.
What kind of teacher?
A teacher of little kids, just like maybe I wouldn't go so far as like pre or kindergarten, but maybe like 2nd, 3rd grade to where you're like making an impact, but they're not like little snotty nose rascals, right? So Probably something like that.
So, I used to play teacher like when I was a kid, and
Me too.
we
Mhm.
had an intercom system that would go throughout the whole house. So I would go
Well,
up to my mom's room and make my stepsister sit in the family room, and I would act like I was the principal and like say the Pledge of Allegiance and shit.
that's
And then I would
yeah.
do like morning announcements.
Yeah, me and Jesse used to do all kind of shit like that because we're only a year apart, and Ronnie too. When she got
Yeah,
old enough, we'd play
like
like
they
store. Yeah, we'd play store. We'd play, hospital. We'd play. Gosh, we'd play so much stuff, dude. We actually have this thing where like I'd lay on my back and Jesse would lay on her back, and we'd like put our feet together, right, on opposite sides. You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah, I know what
And
you're talking.
we'd call it the feet dance. I still remember it. I've done it with my kids. And we'd do like up, down, 1, 2, tricycle, and like have our feet like going in a tricycle. And like I called it the feet dance. I don't know why. Jesse's probably gonna kill me for saying this, but and I do that with my girls and stuff. Like I taught them the feet dance and like I don't know, but I don't know why that popped in my head, but we used to fucking play all the time. And we'd make Ronnie let us do her hair and we'd play salon and like all kind of shit, bro. Like I miss them days.
So you got somebody that wrote, I don't have a question. Just
Mm-hmm.
she is beautiful and loved, and that was from Lolly.
Did she say you were beautiful and loved or I am?
You are.
Oh, well, you are too, Kim. And yeah, I know Lolly. Tell her thank you, or Lolly, if you're listening, thank you. Much love, honey.
Would you ever consider writing a book, and when, if so? People
Yeah,
are writing.
yeah, I would definitely consider writing a book for sure. I have no idea when that could possibly take place because I don't know. But yeah, I would love to write a book and share, what happened and things that have happened and if it would help people. However it helps them. Oh my God, that's horrific. I want to
Right.
stay clean. I'm
Even
glad.
your
Whatever.
in life, like even if it's like a funny type book, but like you just tell your story, or it could be like a self-help book, something. There's so many different options you can do.
Yeah. Well, I am hoping that, I can do that or I can, somebody else can do that maybe and just talk because there's people that, like the person went to like Mike Tyson, um, you know, and he couldn't write it, but they got talked to him constantly and they wrote it, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, even maybe. And if it can help people, however it helps them, I, yeah, I would do it in a second and I would do it for free, to be honest.
So I have a really cool question. Actually, I kind of like this one. It's from
Shoot.
Sash. Her name is Sash. What
Okay.
would 20-year-old say to you now?
What would what?
Your 20-year-old self. Like, what would
Mhm.
that person be saying to you right now?
Like if my
Like, if
20-year
your 20-year-old self could give you advice, as like right now, what would
I
you?
think that's backwards. Are you asking like if I could go back to my 20-year-old self or
Yeah, if you can go back to your being 20 and then say you knew yourself and everything you have going on right now at the age of 39, what would your
Mhm.
20-year-old self tell you right now?
I would
Like,
definitely prevent Big Cole from dying. Now that I know what I know, I would definitely fix
you
that
know,
situation.
you can't prevent that. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but that's just unpreventable. Like, that's not your fault. That's not something that you should feel like that's your fault.
Yeah, I do in a roundabout way. I know it's not 100% my fault, but in a roundabout way, it is because I was always the one who saved him and watched him and made sure he was okay. And I feel like if I wouldn't have got on the benzos as bad as I did, that he wouldn't have,
I mean, there could have been so many what if
left.
possibilities, but
Yeah,
I don't know. You can't make yourself or beat yourself up about it. just because you're like, oh, what if I did this? What if I did this? What if I did that? You know?
Yeah, but if I'm going back to 20 with the knowledge of everything that's happened, you know what I mean, in the past 19 years, I would definitely, which I, like you said, it probably isn't preventable because
Advice to yourself right now, though? I'm confused.
pardon?
That would be your advice to yourself right now?
No,
Yeah, so what would your advice be to yourself right now
don't try crack
if you
ever.
were. Okay, there you go.
I would tell myself not even to try it. If you don't, that's what I did when you guys were asking about the ecstasy and the shrooms and the acid. And I said, I never done it. And methamphetamine, even smoking meth. I've never tried any of that. And the point is, if you don't try it, you can't like it. And that's what I wish I'd have done with all drugs, to be honest.
So, if you could see your future self,
Hmm.
what would it be? Like, what would you envision?
If what I think's gonna happen or what I hope is gonna happen.
What you would hope.
Oh, I hope that I am, in a house and my kids are there with grandkids. And that's it.
That's it. Do you want to keep answering questions, or do you want me to let people up?
You can let people up and save the questions for breaks or whatever. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you one more thing.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know, I am. Okay. I'd ask Lisa if she could do anything other than what she's doing now, what would it be?
Anything. I would be, if I could change it, I would have a career, some kind of career making money. And yeah, my own house, my own bills paid. That's what I would be doing. Normal shit.
Just one more thing. What is your favorite recipe for family dinners? Like, what's your favorite family dinner that your mom and your dad make?
My mom makes very good chicken parmesan, and my go-to is always the chicken in the skillet with the Italian dressing and potatoes, and then broccoli cauliflower with melted cheese on top. Those are my.
You
It's
know
so
what
good.
is for
What?
like not dish, but like for Thanksgiving, I
Yeah,
love green bean casserole. And like my brother-in-law
I
was like,
never had that.
"Who the fuck loves green bean casserole?" Like he hates it. He was making fun of me so hard about it.
Hmm.
But
I never had it. What comes in that, baby?
it's just like green bean, like cream of chicken soup, and then like the hard onion, the crunchy onions on top.
Oh, okay. See, I don't. I never had that. I've seen it, but I do like green beans though, with melted cheese on top. So, but I don't like onions and I don't like cream of chicken.
I mean, I don't know if you put onions in it, but I think you do put like the cream of chicken in there, like that soup stuff.
And the crispy onions on top. Is that what you're talking about? Like Funyuns?
Yeah, like the crispy onions. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'd eat that.
it's dang. Okay, Pixie, you want to go?
Sid's back up here, and he or she was unmuted one time. I don't know if but if
Can
they
you
get
hear me
unmuted,
now?
Oh,
they should
yeah.
go because
There's.
they were.
I'm sorry. Didn't know how to work this.
I was gonna say anybody who gets their mic off can just go. How about that?
Okay. This. Okay. So I think Lisa, you said you had been in treatment before.
Yes, I went to rehab one time. Yeah, in
So, but
2020.
really short term,
Yeah,
right?
16 days. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, Kim, if you mind asking, have you ever been to any kind of treatment at all?
Yeah, so I've been to like a lot of treatments.
You have? Like
Oh yeah.
long term?
No, like
Beyond 30 days?
6 month treatments, 30
Really?
days. 90 days, yeah.
Okay. Was that just? I have like a suspicion.
To Mexico and did ayahuasca and what's it called? Ibogaine? Yeah.
I began. Okay.
Yeah. And then that's the longest I had clean was then.
And so it was all like a more about rehab, right? Yeah, for drug
No,
use.
definitely like a rehab, but it was I don't know the name I'm looking for, like a psychedelic
Sorry.
type rehab, maybe.
Okay. Okay. And okay. I was kind of curious about that. So you probably will understand what I guess to what I'm going to say to Lisa is there's obviously no doubt that she needs a rehab, but I think I don't know if I know she meets with a counselor for your methadone and that type of stuff, but this is not the same as intensive mental health, childhood adult trauma you have brought on yourself, some of it, that really needs to be addressed for you to get in a healthy place.
Yeah, have long-term success and
Yeah,
clean time.
right. And I feel like you've never gotten that. And
Mm-mm.
that and I mean I don't know what your friendship looks like after the fact, but there's what they do say in a good therapy program, you'll hear terms like stinking thinking. You have a lot of stinking thinking, even though you're not using right now, which, I mean, I don't know if you are or not. You say you're not, and you definitely sound clearer than you did, a month ago.
Yes.
But there's so much more to it than that. And your stinking thinking is loud and clear.
Yeah.
Loud and clear. And even your friendship with Kim, if she's using it all, it would need to stop until you are both clean, and clean for a while, because I feel like you kind of feed off of each other in some way.
Okay. You said my sink and think is loud. How so?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're stinking thinking. They call it stinking thinking. It's just a mindset that you have that is you 100% believe it, but it's so twisted and warped by, again, either trauma plus drug use, all of the years of drug use. And like I said, I have no doubt, absolutely zero doubt, that you have had some kind of childhood trauma that took you down this road to begin with. And then you have added a mountain of trauma on top of it, some by your own doing, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
And those are the things that really need to be got to. It's not just about the absence of drugs in your life, although that's a big component of it. You can't really sort out what's going on with you mentally when you're still using.
No, you're right. And I think that's what my counselor was trying to get at with the whole inpatient. She was like, because you don't physically withdraw off of cocaine. So
Right.
she was saying, like, which I
It's
agree,
your mind.
psychologically, there are things
Right.
that need to be fixed for long-term sobriety.
And it would probably, because like I said, I have a really strong sense that you have a lot of childhood trauma that you don't really know. You've never experienced what really clear thinking looks like.
Yeah. I mean, can't pinpoint anything. I can't pinpoint anything from my childhood that, I think we had a pretty good one, to be honest. But I think to be honest, I started, experimenting and using for fun as a teenager. And I think it just got,
Out of control.
out of control to the point that, then things started happening because of that caused trauma, that it just kept spiraling,
Right. Right. Well, and I mean, nobody's had a perfect childhood, and it's not even any bash at your parents. I'm a
No,
parent
no.
myself. It's, shit happens.
Yeah. I
Shit
just can't
happens.
pinpoint,
Well,
I
and then
mean,
you've been using for since a young age. And so it's kind of like even though, yes, chronologically, you're 39 years old, but
Mhm.
your brain is stuck in a time like probably a teenager or a very, very, very young adult,
Yeah.
because
And I
you
have,
kind of
yeah.
arrest your development. You
Hmm.
have arrested your own development.
No,
So I
yeah.
would love to see you get real help. I'm not even going to be talking about rehab or whatever, although I'm 100% sure that is included. But you really need to get some real help and lean into it. And maybe, I don't know if there's an opportunity before you go to in-house to, if your insurance covers it, or if you can get anything through your clinic where you could at least start getting some really deep counseling on a regular basis.
Yeah. Yeah. Going to rehab is going to be just kind of like a getaway, you know what I mean? Away from everything and, get the tools that I need, But
Right.
yeah, I agree. A psychiatrist or IOP or both is going to be needed for long term,
And does your insurance cover that?
Yes, insurance covers IOP and the psychiatrist thing. It's waiting lists, but I'm on them for a
You are.
psychiatrist. Yeah,
Okay.
been on them. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I wish you well. And it is nice to hear you sound clearer for sure. But there's so much more to it than that. And I can
Yeah.
tell that there's goodness in both of you for sure. And I am actually kind of surprised that Kim's had as much therapy as she has, which, I mean, it's great. But yeah, she seems there's an edge to her that you can tell.
Hmm.
So okay, that's all I
All
wanted to
right.
say.
Thank you, Miss Pixie.
Okay,
Have-
bye bye.
Okay.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Where'd Sid go?
Darn.
I think you kicked Sid on accident because their box looked the same.
Did I?
Yeah, poor Sid, man.
Said
We're gonna have to let Sid get a 10-minute monologue with all this bullshit. Can't unmute, throwing them out.
I haven't been really picky about the monologues anyways, and
No,
how
I
long
know. I'm just making up jokes,
I'm
But yeah,
trying to get last time Sid requested so I can find.
Pixie's still up here, but both their boxes was green, so I think you accidentally just
No, Sid was blue.
Oh,
You got to
okay.
take
Well,
me down. I don't know how to get down by myself.
yeah.
Do you need to get kicked down?
Yeah, that's why I said Pixie's still up here, but Sid got kicked.
Oh, yeah, then I definitely kicked the wrong person. That was my
Yeah.
bad.
Sid, can you ask to come back up? I'll make sure you go as soon as you get back up here.
I'll find Sid.
In the meantime, if B Gene 8 wants to go, you're more than welcome.
Lisa, how old was you when you first started using? Like because you're on methadone, so I'm guessing you was using opiates in the beginning, or
Yes.
yeah. And how long have you been on methadone?
I've been on methadone since I was 20. 20? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 15 years in recovery, and I was literally one of the worst of the worst. I mean, seen a lot, did a lot of bad things. And first time I seen you on here about a year and a half ago on TikTok or whatever, and you were crying. And, when you first see you on there, somebody new, and you see, you can obviously tell what's going on, but, like, I think addicts, a lot of us, especially recovering addicts, you deal with a lot of guilt of everything you did, things you've done to people, the lies. I mean, how do you deal with all the guilt? I mean, and I'm not trying to be mean, you know what I mean?
No.
I think it's good that you're trying to get in rehab. I know everybody hopes that, you get some help and get your life back on track. Cause I mean, drugs can really, they can literally turn you inside out and make you somebody that you never ever thought you would be. And you'll do things you never thought you would do.
Absolutely.
It's sad. It's a long drawn out. It's just, it's a hell like no other, truly.
Yeah.
But
Agree.
how, like when you do get into treatment, and I truly pray and hope that you get into some kind of treatment, and, with the guilt of everything, try not to let that consume you. You know what I mean? Try to move forward and don't let, because there's going to be a lot of guilt from everything. It's going to hit you when you get completely clean. I don't know if you're still using, I don't know. But when, when you do get out of treatment, and, try not to let the guilt consume you too much. Try to
Yeah.
work on yourself. And, I have family that still look at my arms. They literally still look down at my arms after
Yeah.
15 years. So, there's still going to be a lot of trust with people, family, friends, and they may
Oh,
never trust you,
yeah. And that's
but
fair. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and you can make amends with people and they don't have to forgive you, but you
Right.
got to forgive yourself. And I think that's going to be your biggest struggle is,
Yeah,
and
I agree
regardless
with
of
you.
what people say about you on social media and stuff, I do believe you're a good person. And I don't think it's Kim's fault for anything you've done. I think everybody owns up to their own, regardless of if she sent you money or whatever, nobody, you know, everybody's stuff they do, that's on them.
Yeah.
She may have helped and enabled it or whatever, but when it comes down to it, it's you who does it.
Yeah.
But
She, I believe, was just cared about me and was trying to make it easier and really believed she was helping deep down. You know what I mean? And she did, because I don't really know where this would all have gone if she wasn't around a couple of times. Like, do they think I'm just going to be like, oh, well, Kim stopped letting me use her PayPal. I guess I'm fucking going to rehab now and grab my bag? That ain't the way it works if you're not ready. You know what I mean?
no,
You go to
you
plan
can't.
B.
Yeah. And I had family that would just give me money so I wouldn't steal.
Right. Think that
They
I
thought they was helping, but
I mean,
it's
yeah, I never got that bad, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where things would have went. It could have been stealing, robbing, prostituting. I don't know. It could have got lower and lower and lower that it didn't ever get to because she was around. You know what I mean? Which then what? More guilt, more trauma, more, I couldn't even imagine if I could ever get off, if I had to prostitute myself. I would never be able to get over that, to be honest.
Yeah, it can always get bad. It can always get worse and worse. It's a domino effect. Everything you do, it just, keeps getting worse and worse on you. But that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to, good luck on everything. I really, truly hope you get into treatment. And I think, I think it's really what you need to do. I don't know if honestly, it's hard to believe, because, when you're a recovering addict and you've done, said the lies and done, it's hard to believe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's just hard.
Yeah, and I
But
lied so much and would jump the gun and I'd be ready thinking I'm gonna go to rehab and I'd come on and say it and then I'd change my mind, you know what I mean, and things like that. But you know what I mean? Like I said, actions speak louder than words. I've only been on one time in the past 8-9 days asking for cigarette money for, I was at the store. They can think whatever they want to think about that, but the actions, you know what I mean? I haven't even been on asking for money at all. So
I mean, you would be the biggest comeback story. I mean, literally the biggest. And you could really do a lot of good in your life and help it, even helping people, Lisa. I mean,
that's what
you
I
could
hope.
really make a big difference.
I hope that's what comes out of this, whether no matter how it ends, a great comeback story. I die, I get murdered, whatever. I keep using whatever, and somebody else writes it. I just hope it does help people, whoever, in the long run. What
Well,
has
let's hope that you don't ever overdose, or let's hope that never happens. And,
no,
because you got kids that love you. I mean, I'm sure they want their mom back. I mean,
yeah, and even in
you can do it.
even in these past 8 days, I've seen, the difference in the way they even treat me, them reaching out, them coming around, Nikki coming to see me yesterday in person, things like that. I've just seen the difference and even the way they're acting because they can tell as soon as they look at me and by the way I'm acting and my online behavior and, they can tell, they're not stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, honey, good luck. And I wish you all the best. And, just keep your head up. And, when you do get out of treatment stuff, just don't let the past consume you. Don't let the guilt consume you, because that'll be the worst. I mean, I
It
still
will.
deal with guilt. And I mean, I think it's one of the worst things that can just cause more. Just try to move forward. That's all you can do.
Yeah. And a lot of times I think, well, when I'm trying to talk, because, how you get that craving in your head and you got to talk yourself out of it, it's just is a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
I say, well, what really and I know it's the addiction talking, but it tells me like, you don't have shit anyways. So what the fuck is the big deal? You lost everything. So, and I got to kind of get myself back on track. You know what I mean?
Honey, you can get all that back. I mean, once you get yourself straightened in order and stuff, you can get that stuff back. You can get Jace back. You can get everything and more. It's you
Yeah.
just gotta try to kick, when you get those thoughts, well, you ain't got nothing. So why the fuck just keep on, might as well get high, you
Yeah.
just gotta kick those thoughts. You have
Well,
to remember what you're fighting for. You're fighting
yeah.
for your life.
Well,
That
it's a hard pill to swallow, knowing that you did lose all of that you really cared about the most in the world and that you did it to yourself. You know what I mean? It's a hard pill.
honey, I know, believe me, I know exactly what you're talking about. But you can get it all back, honey. You can. Don't think you've not permanently lost any of it.
No.
You can get it all back. And like I said, and then some. So just move forward and just keep pushing.
Yes, ma'am. And I appreciate the encouragement and kind words. I really do. More than you know.
You're very welcome, honey. You are. And good luck to you, sweetie.
All right. Thank you. And I hope you have a great weekend.
You too, honey. Bye bye.
All right. Bye. Yes, sir. All right. I got her. Dean, that's all I can see. Dean AM. Dot, dot, dot.
Hey, Lisa, what
Yes.
what was it about the crack that you enjoyed? What was it that you liked about crack?
Yeah, good question. Honestly, since I started even experimenting with taking drugs, I always was a upper person. And I think it's because I was always shy and real timid. And doing that kind of let me say what I needed to say and no holdbacks is honestly the reason why I like it.
Oh, oh, okay. Um, and how are moving forward? How are you going to handle all the videos about you behaving like a total maniac?
Yeah.
Your family and kids seeing their friends seeing these videos, and
Yeah.
how are you going to handle that?
Um, I honestly don't know, man. Watching them completely sober, it brings me to tears. to be honest. That's why I try not to really go on TikTok or any of those, unless I am, high or begging or, whatnot. I honestly don't know. The only thing I've been able to come up with, honestly, is I'm hoping, when I go to rehab and get clean, the more I stay off and, the attention gets put somewhere else, because it will, that it kind of goes, it won't be as bad. You know what I mean? It'll kind of be older videos, I'm hoping, but they're going to be there forever. And it's embarrassing. And the only thing I can do is stop it now and don't, put anything else out there, really. But I don't really know. There's nothing I can do about it.
Were you embarrassed and like, uh, I mean, you must have known that these videos are out there long before, I mean, way
Yeah.
before,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
you knew that and you're, oh my God, this is awful, but you continue to go online and continue to do that.
Yep. Yeah. Getting money to get high was more important. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. It was more important than, caring about the videos, more important than being embarrassed, because anybody would be. But that was just A1, and everything else just fell in line, unfortunately. As stupid as that is to say, that's just was my mindset.
Um, and so, I don't, so, three of your children were, kind of like, staying with other people, uh, right, for most of their, but yet you weren't, I mean, that wasn't enough for you to be like, wait, the fourth child, let me like not do this?
Well, no,
Let me not have that outcome?
yeah, no, Abby and Nikki stayed with me, and Cole Jr. I raised till he was 15. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. And then Cole, after he's not 15, 16, 17, 18. He wasn't with you, right?
No, he wasn't. Unfortunately, no. I
And
let him.
Nikki wasn't with you for many years too. Her, right? I mean, she wasn't raised. You didn't raise her whole childhood, right? She was raised with
No,
other people.
not her whole childhood. No. It seems like, honestly, looking back, they would stay, and I'd raise them till about 13, 14, and then Nikki went and would like stay over my mom's like all summer. Colbert wanted to go over his grandparents when his dad died, and I was trying to, appease him, and was in a bad area. So his mom lives in the suburbs of Pittsburgh, so he could go to a better school. That's the reason I did that, to be honest. And yeah, but Jace was the first one they actually ripped away from me. But I absolutely fucked up with Jace, big time, big time.
The point I'm making is, there was issues going on where the kids couldn't stay with you throughout their childhood, and you would think that, with that happening, you would want to continue to repeat that with your other kids, but you continue to repeat that and make that even worse.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I just it never has been this bad, ever, 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 ever. Never. It never got this bad to where I lost any of the kids, or I didn't think it was gonna get like this, to be honest.
And have you ever worked a job in your life?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh, you have? You don't have to name company, but what in area where did you work in, like the restaurant industry, clothing,
Yeah, I'll tell you. My jobs, I did, my first job was at Chris Candies. It's like a candy factory. And I actually did really good there and made really good money to buy like Abby Christmas gifts and, clothes, whatever. It's when Abby was younger. I did that. And then I've also done bartending. I've done waitressing, and I've done, where I met Big Cool at, I was doing it was like a phone call center place, and I was doing surveys over the phone. So I've done all of those.
That's great. So you have a lot of valuable skills that can be used if you use it in a productive way to, to make legitimate money and support yourself. So I was under the impression that you never had a work history and that you were never able to, work a job. So
No, I'm
that's
definitely, I only probably have customer service skills, right? But they come into play no matter where you're at, right? So, yeah, no, I have worked for sure. Not in the past couple of years. I should be right now, but I always use the kids. I have to, do Jace's school and I have to be here. Nobody's here to watch them. And, excuses that could have probably been ironed out. I gave myself, so.
okay. I'm done. All, all the blessings in the world to you, Lisa. I'm a substance abuse counselor. I've been doing it for many years with the state of Pennsylvania, Kimberly with the state of Connecticut, and even the Department of Corrections in the state, as a counselor, the Department of Corrections, and many methadone clinics in the state of Connecticut as well.
That's great.
And yeah. So best of luck, Lisa. Kim, as well to you too.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for asking your questions respectfully. And I hope I gave you a little more insight. I'm hoping on, me or what's going on.
Yeah, I like that you were able to explain why you use crack and and the and what benefits, not benefits, but the reasons why you did it, and
Right.
for the socialization and kind of like yeah, because it's important to have those insights to know why you're using those things and to find it in other ways.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay. All right, bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
It's gonna be a 5-minute interval, y'all.